Hey, Roy Rough Riders. This is Mademoiselle Mosley again. Let's get into this because I want to know how many of y'all can relate to this. You know how many people we've saved that almost drowned us? Yes. Do you know how many people we've saved that almost drowned us? You know, when you go and you try to save someone that's drowning literally in a pool, if they're fighting and hitting and moving and they can take you down too because they're struggling. And the same thing is when you're trying to help somebody that's struggling to do something but want you to help them but won't take the help that you're giving them. You know, they constantly, call you with their sorrows and their pain. The cold part is though, when you listen to that and you do all of that, is that when you get them to shore, they act like they don't know you no more. Yes, when you get them to shore, they act like they don't know you no more. After you done pulled them to safety, after you done picked their kids up, you done fed them, and and not trying to name all the stuff that you've done, but after you've done all that you've done and got them to shore, they act like they don't know you no more. They don't call or come by until they need their next alibi. Or they, my oh my, they feeling sorry for themselves for the things that they've done. Yes, some of us are lifeguards. Yes, some of us out there are lifeguards, and I'm not even talking about swimming. You might not can't swim a lick. I'm not talking about swimming. We're lifeguards. We're guarding people's lives where they don't even know that they're drowning. We're guarding their lives. We're saving them from shark infested waters. We are getting them out of deep situations. And all they had to do was stand up. The water was only 3 feet deep. But they're so panicking and not realizing what they're doing, trying to get over. They find themselves being under. Stand up. The water's only 3 feet. Stand up. Be a stand-up person. Yes, some of us are lifeguards of the people that have no regard for us. Yes, we are lifeguards to people that have no regards for us. No regards of what we've done and what we've sacrificed. And not that we need brownie points. That's not the joint. It's that we guarding your life and you have no regards for the lifeguard that's guarding your life. They have no regard to you for until they need saving again. They ain't gonna call you, they ain't gonna write you, they ain't gonna give you nothing, they ain't gonna think about you until they need saving again. But a lot of them that you have saved will watch you drown in the sea of life. They will watch you drown in the sea of life and won't even attempt to save you, even if they was on a yacht that you bought. We gotta do better, y'all. We gotta do better. These people is just out here just wilding out on our lives and on their life too. They don't care nothing about their life, but they want you to give your life to save their life, and they won't even save their own life. They just want to need a lifeguard standing by just in case, you know, they need saving from themselves. But like I said, they will watch you drown in the sea of life. I mean, in life, how life bring things about. It ain't nothing you done. It's just things that have come about in your life just because it's life. You know, you living right, you trying to do right, but life comes, the sea of life comes about, and they won't even save you. They won't even attempt to save you, even if they were on a yacht that you bought. They wouldn't pull you on. Not at all. They would not pull you on. They would look at you while you out there, them waves hitting and crashing. They don't care because it ain't them in there. And we have to really watch who we saving. Because some people know you Captain Save-A-Ho. They know it. That's why they go on and get into situations and they don't think a second thought about it, because they know you Captain Save-A-Ho. You gonna come and you gonna save them. Even though you're a good swimmer and you don't need them to save you, they might get you too far out there that you can't save yourself. Maybe that's their plan, is get you so far out in saving them, exhausted, that you can't even swim yourself back to shore, and you are an excellent swimmer. Maybe that's their plan. They're going to go 5 yards. And, oh, save me. Here you come. 10 yards. Oh, save me. 50, 100. You're a good swimmer. They know it. But they have to get you out far enough that you'll be too exhausted to swim yourself back to shore. It's many people you're going to have to let go of. I know all about it. It was hard for me to see them get lost in the sea of life. It was so hard for me to let them go. But it was either me or them. Because even if you gave your life for them, they still gonna live the life that they live in even after you gone. So save yourself from these people that you've been constantly saving, and they constantly breaking you down. It ain't enough. I need more. You ain't this. You ain't that. But help me. Save me. It was so hard for me to see them get lost in the sea of life. But they weren't treating me right. I had to save my own life by letting them have theirs. Because they kept on going in shark-infested waters. Hanging around people they shouldn't hang around, them sharks. You know what I'm talking about. Because they liked the thrill of the life that they were living. They loved it. They loved the life. I know so many people in my life, they loved the life they were living, selling dope, making that fast money. because they like the thrill of the living, the life that they were living. So like I did, you may have to do it too. If they love the life that they live in, it's your duty to let them live it. I hope that helped y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, get it before it gets you. I'm out.